Hey everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Soul Time for April 26, 2020. I hope that you're doing well wherever it is that you're quarantining and whatever that looks like for you in this moment. You know, I wanted to really get into an important topic tonight. And if you remember some of the past Sunday Night Soul Times, just in the past few weeks while we've been in this really challenging time for many of us, I mapped out this kind of stage of what a process like this might look like. You know, there's really this process of, grief, of, just having compassion for whatever's coming up, doing the best you can with what you have, being kind to yourself, being patient with yourself, but really allowing yourself to feel whatever you're feeling and to be okay with that, to really just focus on doing the best you can. And sometimes within that, you start to have awareness for certain things that need to change in your life. And that's what I really want to talk with you about tonight, because I know that that's coming online, and we're all in different stages with this. Some of us, it came online right away. Some of it, we're starting to come online, and we're starting to have, revelations about things that weren't working in our life that we don't want to go back to. And so that's what I want to address with you. And let me say this before I get into it. If you are still in the, oh my God, I am not in the mood to start even thinking or perceiving the gifts, how this is happening for me, like what it's revealing and how I might use this opportunity to affect really positive change in my life, that's okay. Go back and listen to the past Sunday Night Soul Time where I talked about meeting fear with compassion, because we're all in different journeys. And then come back and watch this when you feel ready to start having a lot of introspection and starting to look at the ways, like the aha moments you've had about that this moment has revealed to you about necessary changes that need to be made in your own life. Okay. But, make no mistake about it. Everything is always happening for us. There's always an inherent gift you can find. And I believe this moment is pretty purposeful and pretty powerful in its intention. And it was really on an individual and a collective scale, which is still unfolding and will for some time, really revealing and shining a light on all that no longer serves, really bringing that stuff up to the surface, really bringing it up so you can start to see in a very specific way where necessary changes are required in your life. And for many of us, that especially a lot of the women that I know subscribe to Sunday Night Soul Time, this has really been like, hey, I actually need life balance. What I was doing before was, I was doing the best I can, but it wasn't working. Time was a limitation, and I need to have more time. I need to have more flexibility. I need to be more involved in my kids' lives. I need to not have to wear all these different personas and be one way at work and one way at home. I want to be a whole person. I want to integrate aspects of my life. For others, it might be, relationships I have aren't really working, and I need to look at that. It might be I have friends in my life that really truly aren't, the kinds of friends I need right now, because that was proven to me. It might be if you don't have a family and you're single, like, hey, I really want a relationship. This being home alone for 5 weeks really isn't great. I can relate to that a little. So whatever it is, what I want to plant the seed with you right now is that this moment, and again, we're still in it, it's still unfolding, but it has most definitely revealed to you opportunities for change, opportunities for you to step into your highest potential in life. That's what the universe does. The pain is what really pushes you, and the pain that might have been coming up, or even again, like these shifts in perspectives about what you really want in your life, are there to show you what's possible. So don't discount whatever has been coming up right now, that it's not possible to continue it in some way. It would not be coming up in such a strong feeling way for you, in such a profound way for you, or perhaps in such a painful way for you, if there was not a possibility to make a permanent change. Because the universe isn't cruel. It doesn't taunt you. Okay. So that is kind of the first thing to really say, I want to say about this, as you start to dive in and to think about this, is look for what has come up, be clear about that. But no, this wasn't just for you to experience for 5 weeks, 6 weeks, or 8 weeks, wherever, you know, you are in the country might dictate that. This is showing you something that you have an opportunity and possibility to truly change in your life, or it wouldn't be coming up. There is a purpose behind it. So I'm going to take you through 4 steps to understanding that. First, I want to say, stay on for the meditation at the end. What I'm going to do tonight is a little bit different. I'm going to keep this to like a 6-minute meditation, really following what a practice that you can do every morning. And if you do it every morning, you do this kind of 6-minute meditation I'm going to walk you through. It's very similar to ones we've done in the past, and you learn it, you're going to really transform your days. So stay on for that. So back to our topic. Again, within any kind of crisis moment, within any kind of challenging moment, there are always inherent gifts. There is always a way that this is happening for you. And again, before that, it's the pain of it. And then you come to a place and you start to go, oh, like this is what this is about. This is what this moment is showing to me about really necessary changes that I have an opportunity to make in my life for my highest potential. I want you to know, ego is going to jump in, the voice of fear in your head that presents itself as the voice of reason, and it's going to give you all these reasons it's not possible. Your job in this and the process I'm about to walk you through is to not listen to that, to trust whatever has come up for you about changes to make, about things you don't want to go back to normal on, right? That has come up for a reason. And as long as you believe in the possibility of those having some type of permanent, permanence in your life, and you hold on to that, I promise you, you can use this moment to actually change your life in the way that you are uniquely being called to change it. So let's start. I have some notes here I am going to look at. I'll let you know, because I really wanted to make sure that I give you something you can really walk away with in a tangible and practical way if you are ready indeed to do this work. Okay, so here's what it is. Step 1 with this process. If you are ready to look at how this moment has been happening for you, what it has been revealing to you, and what the possibility for changes in your life moving forward. And the first thing is to just make a list. Make a list of anything and everything that comes up for you about the revelations, the shift in perspective, the aha moments you've had about how your normal life, your life before this quarantine, coronavirus time, wasn't working. What has been revealed to you? Make a list. Again, I'm gonna tell you what I'm hearing from a lot of my clients, that I am not willing to go back. I can't go back on this life balance that I've been getting now. It has been filling me on a deep level. I want more flexibility because I want to be with my kids more. I don't want to wear all these different personas, work and self. I want to be one whole person. I've enjoyed being one whole person. It might be I need more support in my life. What this time has showed me is that I have a lot on my plate and not enough help. Some big things might have also been revealed. It might be revealed that my current job doesn't serve me. It's been an unsupportive environment and I need to make a change. It might be that I need to make a change in a relationship, or maybe the change is I want a relationship. I don't have one. Whatever it is, and you can kind of get your mind quiet, sit and be one with yourself, and you can just even ask it aloud. What has this shown me about what wasn't working in my life? What are the opportunities for change? And just make a list, okay, of whatever you think that might be. And then number 2, I want you to take this list and imagine, and this is where you're going to need to dream big. Do not limit yourself. If I said to you, knowing these things that aren't working, when we get sort of back to normal, because I don't think we're ever going to truly be back to the normal that we were, because we all on a collective scale have a lot that we want to change. And I think many of us are going to want to make those changes. It's just imagine taking this list. What could some new possibilities look like? What are the best possible scenarios? And what would this look like if you were able to implement these changes in your life going forward? I'm going to give you some examples. Working at home 2 days a week. A new job that offers complete and total flexibility. A new job that doesn't have as much kind of flight or fight pressure. More help at home. Maybe you've realized you want to stay home. Maybe you've realized that you want a new relationship. I want you to just imagine the new possibilities, the positive possibilities of what this looks like. Now, if you feel yourself that you can't even, and I'm going to play this scenario, and I'm just going to keep using this scenario, I can't even ask for 2 days to work at home because it would never happen, so I'm not going to write down. That's your ego limiting you. Just imagine, what do you really want? You know, that's really the question here. Taking that list, what do you really want moving forward? Write it down and be as specific as possible. And if you're still finding yourself challenged, ask your partner or call a really good friend that you can trust, a more kind of positive, open friend, and say, can you imagine for me what could be possible? And again, be specific, write down what you really want and what that could look like moving forward, okay? Now here's where it gets interesting. Step 3 is once you've done this work, okay, and this might take a couple weeks, right? You know, is once you've made the list of what this moment's revealed to you and then what you would like your life to look like moving forward, imagining the possibility, okay? I want you to then have a daily, I call it a daily invocation of surrender and asking for help. And this is what that daily invocation will look like, okay? Again, this is step 3. It's going to be a moment where you just sit in the morning. It's going to take you 30 seconds and you are going to feel just the energy and feeling of being open to receiving help to realize this new imagined possibility in your life in whatever way, shape, or form. And to receive that help, you got to ask. And so you're going to ask the universe, okay? And you're going to say, universe, please open me up to receive all of these amazing possibilities that are available to me and show me the way there. And you're going to sit in silence with that for about 30 seconds, and that's it. And by doing that every day, you're going to feel something shift within you. One, you're going to start to really have you open yourself up to really believing in possibilities. And by opening yourself up into believing in possibilities, you actually allow amazingness to enter in. If you're so closed off and so shut, you don't allow the good stuff to come in. And also within that, you're not trying to figure out the way. You're just saying, hey, I want help figuring this out. That shifts something in your psyche too. So again, you're gonna, 1, make the list of all the changes you've seen, like whatever it is, whatever this is revealed to you. 2, you're just gonna make an imagination of some new possibilities of what your life could be looking for that incorporates these changes. Whatever that is, allow yourself to dream big. And then 3, you're gonna just have a daily invocation again, where you're gonna say, universe, please open me up to receive all of these amazing possibilities that are available to me and show me the way there. And you're going to sit in that and you're going to feel really excited and open to receiving this in any way that the help comes in to actually actualize this into your current environment, into your reality. Then number 4, okay, this is the 4th and final on all of this. After that daily invocation each day, you're going to just expect that you're going to feel kind of inspired nudges. You might have someone in your life that suggests something to you that ties to this. You're going to look for like signs of how to take action towards realizing this. So the 4th step is just to take inspired action as you feel it, okay? So again, the inspired action, using the example we've been using all this time, might just be that something is telling you, hey, just ask if you can work from home 2 days a week. Just ask. The action to take would then to be to ask. Okay? You might have other things. You know, let's look on, you know, finding a relationship. Maybe that's what's come up for you. You might find this nudge that's saying, come on, just try that online dating app. What do you got to lose? And you're just going to go, no, I'm going to create a profile. That's your inspired action. Getting more help or support. You know, you might be feeling a nudge, or someone might reflect to you and say, hey, I wish I could have been there to help you more during this time. Maybe it's a family member. You're going to ask for help. So again, you're just going to be willing to take inspired action that you feel that kind of pops in your mind, intuitive hits. Maybe it's clear like communication from a friend or a loved one that's just reflecting something back to you. You know, those moments of synchronicity, you're like, wow, I was just thinking about how to make this happen and someone just kind of gave me advice about it, you know, or other kind of signs. And then you're going to take the action. You got to take the action based on those nudges. So that's it. And I'm going to review once more because I know this was a bit of a long one today. And I'll say, if you're confused at all or not sure about how to go through this process, email me. I'm happy to connect with you one-on-one and just walk you through it. Okay. Is again, make a list of everything this moment has revealed to you. 2, imagine new great possibilities for your life. Be clear. Put down what you really want your life to look like moving forward. Be specific. Dream big. 3, a daily invocation. Again, universe, please open me up to receiving all these amazing possibilities available to me and show me the way there. Then 4, expect to be shown. And when you're shown, when you're getting a nudge, thinking of something you might do to actualize this, take the action. Don't hesitate. Take little daily inspired actions every day and watch how this unfolds for you. And that possibility for your future that you imagined becomes a reality. That's it. So again, I want to help you with this if you need it. I know this was a bit longer today from what we normally do together, but it's important. And I really feel the time is for all of us now to actualize this and realize it. Don't allow whatever has come up during this time, these aha moments, to just be like, oh, that happened, and not take them and work on them and realize them in any kind of significant way. Make these significant changes in your life. That's really like, it was said recently, like, don't waste the quarantine, right? Whatever has come up, know it was revealed to you because it is a clue about what is actually possible for you. That's how this stuff works. It's not there just for random. It's not there just to torture you. You know, it is there because this is showing you what's possible for your life or what changes need to be made. So make the changes. This 4-step process is how you make the changes. Okay, now I'm going to take you through this hopefully quick 6-minute meditation. I can sometimes get a little bit lost when I'm in the zone, but this is what, along the lines of what I do every morning. And if you can start your day this way, it's simple, it's quick, you are really going to notice just real positive shifts in your life. Okay, so join me now in closing your eyes. And I'm going to take you through the process. And so just kind of be in the process, but follow the process of what it is and looks like, and then you can replay this back and start implementing it in your life. And so actually, I'm going to reopen my eyes. Join me really quick. Sorry about that. The process that I do in the morning, it's helping you what I call connect to the light, your light, and helping you clear your energy and ground yourself in a positive way to start the day. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so let's do it now. So go ahead and join me in closing your eyes. And then the first thing you want to do is consciously drop your awareness from your head into your heart. And you do this just by imagining yourself actually standing within your heart center, as if it's, a dimension in and of itself. And then start with just doing some 3 deep breaths to anchor yourself. So you breathe in through the nose and release. Breathe in, release. Breathe in again and release. And then just start to imagine that there's a beautiful white light in the center of the earth. And you just start to feel your oneness and connection to this light. And then you invite it up. And as you do, you just imagine that it's clearing away anything that doesn't serve you anymore. And what I mean by this is like negative thought patterns, stuck old energy, past pain. If you've been worrying about something like fear and anxiety, that kind of stuff. So you just imagine the light coming up through all the layers of the earth. And then you feel it start to enter in through the bottom of your feet. You feel it flooding every aspect of your body. So it comes up through your calves, into your knees, into your thighs, up through your hips and pelvis. And then you let it come up all the way through your lower abdomen, all your organs, your back, up into your chest and heart, your shoulders, your arms, and then you let it go up through your throat, into your face, and then you allow it to just flood your mind. And then in this moment, just see that the light's like in every cell of your body. And then you imagine the light going out the top of your head, and then you just allow it to travel really high. I always say higher than you can imagine, like whatever's above the stars in the sky, like just up, 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 up. And then you reach a point where you feel that it's meeting like a huge, huge golden sun, massive, 100 times the size of our sun. And then again, same as with the light below, you feel your oneness with this light. And again, you imagine that this light can release anything that doesn't serve you. And then I always like to feel this light like real, like liquid gold, like this beautiful glowing light. And again, you start to just imagine it raining down upon you. And then you imagine it pouring into the top of your head and then flowing all the way down the body. So through your face, your neck and throat, your shoulders and arms, your fingers, down your chest, your back, all your organs, your stomach, your pelvis, your legs, back down through your calves, and then out the bottom of your feet and back down to the center of the earth again. And then you quickly imagine it bouncing back up, just like really quickly. And then you imagine it coming and landing right in the middle of your heart, again, where you're residing. And then like a fire hose almost, you imagine the light pouring out the front of your heart and it surrounds you in a beautiful bubble, 360 degrees. And then you focus on expanding this all the way to cover the globe. So you imagine it expanding to cover the room you're in, then the home or building you're in, then the city or town, the state, then the entire country and the entire globe. And when you're in this state, you really allow yourself a level of freedom to clear things that don't serve. Again, it's all about clearing. We're here to heal. And so the final thing you do here is just imagine now that this golden kind of light's still all around you. And just pretend and imagine it spiraling around you in a counterclockwise fashion. Spiraling around you until you feel like you're standing in a tube of spiraling light. And as you sit here, you can consciously think of everything you're ready to let go of. A feeling of anxiety and stress. A feeling of worrying about my future. Feeling angry towards someone. Past pain or grief you're holding on to and haven't let go of. Something you don't like about yourself. Maybe a character kind of attribute you want to change about yourself. Whatever it is, this is your moment of release and just letting go. And so you just sit here for about a minute, though we're going to do a little shorter now. And you just sit in it and you let go, let go, let go. And then you release that light. And the final thing you do is you just imagine yourself being flooded. I like to use like a rainbow colored light. And just imagine yourself being filled up with everything you want more of in your life, you know, probably tied to what you released. So a feeling of happiness and joy, a feeling of peace and calm. And just imagine this rainbow of light. Pretend your imagination's powerful, that it's filling you up with everything you want, a feeling of abundance and bliss, trust, happiness with myself, self-love, whatever it is. And then you just spend another minute allowing yourself to be filled up with everything you want to feel more whole and complete. And then the final kind of minute here is you just do some visualizations, what you want your day to look like, positive outcomes you want to imagine, you can do that, or you can just sit here and think of things you're grateful for. It's your choice. But just imagine, if you do the positive outcome, imagine the day ahead, and just imagine anything, especially you're worried about, the most positive outcome possible. You can do that, and then you can think of 3 things you're grateful for, whatever you feel. And then finally, you just imagine golden roots coming out of the bottom of your feet, anchoring into the center of the earth. And then I like to imagine, because, you know, especially if you're more empathetic, there can be a lot of kind of negative energy out there. Final thing is, imagine that there's like a gold-plated shield now, like around you, like you're in this ball, you know, this beautiful golden shield ball, and you're in the center of it with gold and white light. And just imagine that. And then anchor it all in with some breaths. Breathe in, release, breathe in, and release. And so that's it. So you can join me and open your eyes. That's it. Look, your imagination is so much more powerful than you realize. Might feel a little weird. You're like, what is all this light and rainbow? Just trust me on this. Like, your imagination is so powerful. And doing this practice every day, you will notice such a shift over time. I promise you. So I would replay this a couple times, and you can do it with my guidance, and then you can just start doing it on your own, right? I mean, how easy is that? And just see how it starts to really shift things for you. Again, I promise you it will. So I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. Again, if you have any questions about anything in tonight's video, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you in any way I can. So anyway, I'm so glad that you were here with me tonight. Wishing you nothing but the best, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.